Hello, everybody. This is Grayzo. Welcome back to a Game of Thrones in Crusader Kings. There has been an update in this mod that's added in Essos, and I couldn't help but jump into a new game here. So we're gonna play as a Braavosi. His name is Masadio of Gelford, and he's from House Parnell, which is located near the top of Essos. Here we got Braavos a little bit north. But maybe what we might want to do with this playthrough is try to conquer Pentos. There's actually two empires in Essos. There's the Three Daughters and also Pentos. So that's going to be our overall kind of long play aim. But ideally, we want to first become the king of Andalos. Um, yeah, that's the idea. We are the only people on the map that are of Braavosi culture. So we will try spread our culture as we take over some land here. But super excited to get into this new update, new series, and see what we can do. We've played Westeros, we played Wildlings. This is the first time I'm playing the Essos map on the channel. So strap in, grab a cup of coffee, grab a tea, get cozy, and let's jump right into things. We are actually going to play here as quite an interesting character. He's deceitful, he's ambitious and greedy. So he has a little bit of evil about him. He's a flamboyant trickster, and by the way, he tortures people. So that's interesting. The characters in this map as well have funky hair colors. You'll notice as I click around, maybe we might be able to get a better example here. Let's go south. Look, look at their hair colors. There's an option to dye my hair. So obviously this is a different culture than maybe the Westerosi culture, but yeah, some interesting decisions. Let's jump right into it and pick intrigue. We do have torture. Let's keep that. And I think it would be good for us to, what's our dread? We have zero dread. I think we always start at zero dread, so maybe that was a bad click. I think I'm just going to go straight skullduggery here. I don't think I have a liege. No, I'm independent right now. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So we have two sons. We have Nevio and we have Probio. And we're going to play as Nevio next. We could do a couple different wars. I have kind of gone through and just kind of highlighted the ones that we might be interested in this particular episode. One of them is just to the south of us here in Jay's Fort with Drox of Jay's Fort here, who's our neighbor. But the one that I think I'm going to take straight away is this one, which is Lady Serena of Rowford, which is a little bit more east than maybe we anticipate conquering, but it is part of the kingdom overall, and this will give us a buff to our numbers. We have one more holding that we can hold, so I'm going to take this one first before going for Jay's Fort. That's my plan. I'm not employing a core physician. This guy is pretty smart. You can do that job. And just let's have a look at our men at arms to see what's available to us here. As I'm curious if maybe there's anything. We're seafarers. Anything kind of unique here in the Braavosi culture? Parochialism, diplomats, religion blending. Okay. Um, how about our religion? What's our religion do? Trios. We believe in reincarnation. We get extra prestige when we get married. Hedonistic, so feast, earn piety. Pursuit of power, which I really like. Always having a casus belli against your neighboring rulers. And then council of tree. So we're not allowed to be disloyal, ruthless, chaste, gluttonous, ambitious, compassionate, or forgiving. Oh, we are allowed to do that. We're allowed to be disloyal. That's interesting. Sins are lustful, temperate, content, sadistic, and vengeful. And I just want to check. Divorce must be approved. Okay. We have our wife here, who is Lady Diana of Gelfort. She is my wife and countess, and she's wrathful, shy, and diligent. She's a charismatic negotiator, and she's trying to be a mayor. Interesting. She is kind of well rounded. She's good at learning, good at stewardship, and good at diplomacy. So, what do we want to get her to help us with? I think, I think we want to get her to help us with probably learning. I'm going to go with learning. I think that impacts our lifestyle focus in terms of how quick we learn things. So let's go through our council here and just see what's available to us. We want to probably assign this person here. We already got 13 there. What about a marshal? Not great. Spy master, pretty surprised if we had a better one than 17. And our castellan here is terrible. I would like to go through my court here and just drag in some characters. Unmarried adults. And for example, I want a good spy master. There's a good spy master there. I want to get an extra spy master to put them here in the castellan role. So we can maybe do like 2 schemes at once, that sort of thing. My niece, I am going to get married for just straight up prowess, and we're going to marry Gilaro, who is 30 prowess. Probably going to be the best fighter in the land. My niece and steward will probably get a really good marshal in Brunaro. I love the names. Fun so far. My chancellor, we could probably upgrade a lot of these positions. Let's maybe do prowess again. You can just marry our captain. Let's get like a little bit of an internal marriage there. Joffrey, a name that I'm sure we're all familiar with. We're going to get Melisande here, married off. And for the rest of the ladies, we're just going to drag in some knights. Like Morio here, he's actually really terrible. Don't drag in Morio. Well, maybe he's all right at Marshall. Let's just drag him in for now. Courtier, okay. There was a good steward. Let's get you married. And I think that's okay for now. That is going to be fine for now. So initial goal is to go to war here. And I think it will be good to do we want to play tall? Like when we establish this kingdom, do we want to kind of just maybe have Andalus as the main thing, or do we want to invade and conquer Pentos? I think I should be scheming anyway, so let's maybe scheme here. Can I abduct? I can't abduct. Who does this go to next? It's going to go to your son. I think I'm going to see if we can murder this. No, we can't. Can I fabricate hooks? Oops, don't want to murder him. Can we? I can swear fealty. Pentos. I might do that in a little bit. Like if they attack me and stuff, I might swear fealty and then try to scheme from the inside here. We can create an accolade. All of that's good. Any custom decisions that we could do. We could dye our hair, as we mentioned. Manage your letters. Convert the local culture. Adopt a personal set of arms. You will gain a personal set of coat of arms that will be displayed next to your house sigil. Let's do that. That's new. I want to check that out. And let's just unpause for now. We'll let all these marriages go through. And actually, what I might do is just see if there's any special men-at-arms that we can pick up. Westerosi sellswords. Very expensive. We have currently just crossbowmen. And what we might do is just grab an extra batch of those guys. And that's the majority of our money spent. I became the new head of Braavosi culture. By the way, this family is 9 members, and her slogan is "Remember the death of Sapoto." And Sapoto is probably my father or something. Let's have a look. Who the heck was Sapoto? He must have been kind of he died of unknown causes. Interesting. We remember him, but we don't really remember much about him. Okay. Always excited to start a new series on the channel. So let me know if you're excited for the Braavosi takeover of Essos. You can do so by just leaving a like or a comment. That will be well received. I will get back to you. I look forward to reading all the comments on the video. Okay, we can join a grand tournament. I think that might be fun. Let's do. It's well, actually no. It's gonna be a lot of danger on the road. So let's not do that. But let's go and have a look at our court now because we can assign better people in these positions and just get all of that upgraded. And our Castellan was this. This is the person that I wanted. I want you to give me an extra 4 intrigue or an extra hostile scheme. I think the extra 4 intrigue for now will be good, and it gives me an extra 20% in terms of monthly experience. So, for now, I think it will be good to attack this lady. Conquer County. And let's go to war with Lady Serena, or Serena. Let's raise our men at arms. Let's have a look actually at our captains and accolades. Does it make sense? Look at this guy, Galoro, the famous man who's married into our court. He's a fantastic fighter. He is almost 3 times as good as the rest of these guys. I am going to recruit this guy just to have an extra knight here, and we could do a little bit of prestige. We got to make Galoro the boldest of the guard. He is army damage. I'll take that. And what about tactician? Army toughness. Like Galoro is going to be most feared. The most feared in Essos. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna call him the most feared in Essos. Of course, he's the most feared. He's most feared of the guard. It's just kind of most feared in Essos. We can just update it here. In Essos. And we don't necessarily need to seek a worthy successor for now. But we do need to raise our soldiers. So let's make our way over here to. I didn't even check the forts to see what we would need to take it. They have tons of supply actually over here. It might be good to have a western front for our soldiers and an eastern front because I don't know if we can raid and stuff. Maybe not, but might be useful just having 2 different borders because of the extra casus belli that we have, right? If we neighbor anybody, we can get a casus belli against them. So maybe we could go to war here for this one afterwards and get a couple of duchies, right, and counties for our kingdom. So as you make your way southeast in the land here, they haven't raised their armies just yet. And we might get a marshal just to organize the army for now. Actually, do train the army for now because that actually gives you a men at arms damage buff, which is good. So let's jump in here. We'll win decisively. Who's leading it? Brunaro is leading the army here. Commander promoted. My Marshal Brunaro has been showing off promise, showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be as noble of stock as you, my liege, but on my name, I swear, Hugo is someone you would want on your side. And Hugo is absolutely going to serve us. He's a different faith, so we might deal with that later on. We might ask him to convert. Actually, we might just recruit him for now. And let's have a look at this battle. I'm going to play this particular playthrough, this series, at a bit of a slower pace than my normal stuff, just to get into the lore of this particular the character and kind of enjoy kind of what's going on around me rather than kind of just rushing for power, which is what I normally do, to be completely honest. So we're up 50% here in terms of war score, and things are going pretty well. I will have a look at this fight here. So we lost 40 people, and they had 183 losses. If we look at the details here, a lot of our damage was done with our crossbow men, and mainly they killed levies. None of our captains died, but our captains got 30 kills. They well, it looks like, hang on, who's this? Total losses. We killed one of their captains. Quinton is dead. Or Quinton. He's having a bad episode 1. And maybe we could do speed 4 here just to, or even speed 5. No harm in it. They're going to come in for one other battle. Brother-in-law's imprisoned. Is it because of his lovely hair? Or is it, what did he do? What did he do? He's wounded. Okay. Was he on my council? Probably was. And we could get another +3 intrigue there. That's fine. So in terms of the intrigue focus, what do we want to take next? I think it would be good to get abduction. Isn't that kidnapper? That's what we want to get. Because that will be able to get us some gold from rich people. So we're going to go down like fabricating hooks because that might be useful for alliances. You could maybe marry some. Hang on a minute here. 16. We have lots of prisoners. Are you worth gold? You're worth 10 gold. We'll take that. And let's just go through here. We could demand conversion and recruit just some additional people, just so our army gets stronger over time. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to demand conversion and recruit a lot of these people. What happens if we kill this person? Just not necessarily, doesn't really give us a benefit right now. But we will get more people in our court by doing this, and that's always good to do. Looks like a lot of these will actually convert. This is a decent marshal here. He is Faith of Rylor, and he's Rhinish, and he is going to swap over to our Fate, and we'll get 10 gold for this little kid. Again, the trait ill on the first episode. That is really bad. We're going to get as our brother-in-law, our brother and core physician of House Parnell to do no more than what is necessary. And I've got actually even worse in terms of sickness. So we might be playing, believe it or not, we might have succession pretty soon, and we might be playing as Nevio Parnell, who has ridiculously low stats. What about Probio? Probio is even worse. So the Parnells are off to a really, really tough start here. Let's disband our armies. Okay, so we have 2 holdings now, and what we could do is likely we don't need to spread our fate because I think this was actually the same fate as. No, it wasn't. Why can we not spread our fate? Aha! I picked the wrong person. So that's going to take 8 years. This will take 8 years. Probably best to do the one that's nearest to us for now. Let's just get our army on. Maybe increasing control there as well. And domain taxes, extra domain taxes would be nice. We'll get our spy master to support schemes. We will start a scheme here in just a second. And we want to promote our culture, the Braavosi culture in Gelford. Because I thought it was already Braavosi culture, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We're now up to 1,300 soldiers, so that's a pretty decent start. Hopefully we can get healthy pretty soon because we have a severe health penalty. Customized personal coat of arms. Okay, so I just paid for an extra kind of badge, it seems, with that prestige that we spent. So we can speed this up a little bit here. And we have a grand tournament available. We don't have the money to do that right now, but we could do a feast or a hunt. I know I'm sick, but let's do this hunt here. It's only 30 gold, and no terrain hills. Let's do it over in this area. High chance of danger. Let's hire some mercenaries, probably best. What is going on there? It's kind of frozen a little bit here when I went into the hunt. Maybe let's not do the hunt right now. That impacted heavily my FPS. I wonder why that is. It is on a new update. And I noticed this pretty new version of Game of Thrones. We've lost a trade ill. That's fantastic. I'm gonna pause to see if I can fix my frame rate. I'll be right back. Okay, we have I think fixed that issue. I'm not sure what that was. It was just kind of leaking some frames. We are back to our old self, which is fantastic. We are healthy again. Well, kind of feeling fine, and I think it would be worthwhile maybe doing that hunt now. What do we think? Yeah, I think it's worthwhile to do a hunt. Or do we want to dye our hair? Let's absolutely dye our hair. Purple because it matches or our badge here. Let's go with a nickname. Dozens of exotic, ostentatious colors are laid before me. A rainbow formed across the table. I eagerly gaze upon my options, trying to imagine what would suit me best. After a moment of consideration, a servant taps me on the shoulder. Has any tone caught your eye, my lord? Lord of the Seas. The character has dyed his hair in the traditions of the Free Cities. Nightshade hair dye. Okay, so this is kind of like different areas of the map. Um, I think. I think maybe Lord of the Seas, Nightshade. In the traditions of the Free Cities. Let's go with that. Here we go. Now he fits into the colorful culture that surrounds us. So now, it would be nice, I think, wait until our army is kind of replenished, and then potentially, while we wait here, do a feast or a hunt. What would we prefer to do? Or maybe even a grand tour. We must have at least 3 vassals. I could do a pilgrimage. Let's do our hunt here, and we can host it right in Gelford. There'll be zero or little chance of danger here, but you know what? I'm gonna risk this high danger option. Actually, no, we don't want to die. Let's not do that. We're gonna spend 48 gold here, and we want no additional cost. And we're gonna do it for. Hmm, do we want to seduce somebody here on this? No, we don't. We want to stress loss. I think we want to slay the beast, right? We want to complete our goal here of getting maybe a trinket or a little bit of an inventory item to help us with some stats. Okay, so we can either go for a hare, a hyena, or a fox. Let's go with the hyena for now. Poachers here in the Lord's Hill, they huddle together as I ride up to my guards, making a poor job of hiding the dead stag behind them. We did not do this. Please have mercy, glorious Lord. Their blades and bows belie their words. They will hang, and their villages will pay. So extra taxes, an option for extra prestige. I think, yeah, because I'm a torturer, and really, if I'm kind of like deceitful and ambitious and greedy, I think it would be the extra gold that I would take in terms of this particular character that we're playing. There is a marriage option here. Who are you? Ooh, okay. So this guy is located in the Blackfire host, and obviously the Blackfires is a lot of the reason behind this particular update. There is a character start, one of the bookmark characters that's down around here, and he wants to marry my niece. Um, is he in line? This guy. I mean, he holds this title, which is a duchy title. Um, my niece would have a claim on it, or at least her kids would. This particular area. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I mean, if she was if she is unlanded, if she was to marry someone else, my other options would be this guy who's actually in Westeros. I wish you could set like a filter to say only show me Essos characters. Um, a lot of these are located in Westeros. If we were to say culture's Braavosi, no. Let's restore to defaults. I could use this lady to also get me a good fighter. I could get like a Stormlander come and join us. I think the good fighter is better than the weak alliance that's far away. So I'm actually going to decline that and take the good knight instead. So extra prestige per month, vassal opinion, or just a straight up prestige game. We'll take the extra prestige per month. Hopefully, it will amount over time and pay for itself. So I think we want to go for this, don't we? I gained a trait wounded. Ooh. Go with this. Run and call for help. I'm mauled by a hyena. No. Okay, that didn't go to plan. That did not go to plan. Did I get wounded? I didn't get wounded, but I got mauled by a hyena. That's interesting. And I lost the. Oh, I lost the trait wounded already. Great. I gained the trait hunter though. All of that's good. And this guy is ripe for the take, and the military strength is inferior to us. And this would almost link both of our counties together. I will need to likely give this land away, unless we can form a duchy. What do I need for this? I need 3 de jure counties. I need something here. I need to fight this guy. Okay, so rather than go for Kelford right now, we are going to go for Jaysford. And we need 1 county. And I think it would be good to get our player heir and son forced. Oops. Forced divorce. Let's do that. Because we're going to use our player heir and son to get an alliance. And that would get us an extra 500 soldiers. This one will get us almost 1,800 soldiers. And where are you? You're just a little bit far away. Is there anybody that's nearby? You're so far away, man. Oh, we can actually ally with the people that are right beside us. This one might be interesting. That's quite close to us. And that's 900 soldiers. That is Draz. That's this one here. So let's get that locked in. And we will actually call them to war to help us in just a second. So he's located in Pentos, that family. Alliance formed with Magister Nino of Astasian. Astenion. I will absolutely make a balls of most of the pronunciations of this series, so please bear with me. And now we could go to war here with this guy. I think it would be good to conquer the duchy that's closest to us. And we will call our ally to do this. Call him in. And let's just change the map a little bit here. And let's raise our armies. Hopefully our knights and our commanders are better than these guys. I didn't even look. But if we do prowess, courtiers based on prowess, 14 is the highest one on his end. Okay. So we could come over here and try fight them, because we might have defender advantage here. Excuse me. So we're up against 1,300 soldiers. See if we can catch these guys first. Can we catch them? We should be able to. No, they just got out of reach. And if we were to come in here for a little bit of a battle, how would that go? We're not going down martial or anything, so our army movement. So we could try to kind of cut off this little army here. And I think it's good for us to just chase these guys around for the moment while our allies come up. don't let them kind of, I suppose, merge their armies together. Sorry, that's just an awkward click. We're gonna have to come in here to do this one, and we could just go straight for their capital here with our allies coming to join us momentarily. Mahinian is under siege, and that will actually lower control. So maybe we'll come up here to defend that. And we're gonna do just like a speed 5 scenario here. We did get an intrigue perk, and that allows us to just seeing if anything's worth it. Fabricate a hook. Fabricate a hook would be useful for me. Maybe we could get a hook. I'm thinking like we get a hook on this guy. The free city of Pentos, right? We get a hook on this guy. Maybe we'll be able to marry his daughter. Maybe that might be a quick way to get some power in Essos here. Their armies are just about to merge here, so let's jump in for a fight. They are going after my allies. So let's follow them. We'll get our allies to hopefully jump into this little fight with us as well. They're sandwiched between two of our armies. And this is going to be a interesting battle. We have advantage. They have more captains than us, but our allies, I'm hoping, should turn that battle. Great. Our core physician has increased his knowledge. And we can assign a new marshal here. It might be worthwhile just while we're looking at this, to just say, look, let's look at our court and let's say anybody that's not trios. Yeah, look, there's so many people that are we need to demand conversion. Demand conversion isn't an option for us, so we need to convert people when they get into prison. I forgot in the Game of Thrones mod, it's not easy to convert people unless maybe you have an advantage over them, like for example, them being in prison. So this guy, we can convert, and we'll also recruit him. Why not? Why not? And with that, we will go. We actually we didn't have a commander there. That's probably why we didn't do too well. Now let's go and take the extra holding. And it would be great in the first episode if we could establish the duchy. I think that would be a really cool start to this series. We've taken a little bit of power. We've taken some counties. We are spreading our culture and our faith. We've got a good alliance. And who knows what will happen with the Braavosis in Essos. Maybe we can change the whole culture of this whole land to Braavosi. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We should really jump in here to help. We should really absolutely jump in there to help. Because our allies are just about to get beaten. Well, with our help, we defeated them. And can we now a gift fit for the hustle and bustle of is palpable. The whole hustle and bustle is palpable. Oh Jesus Christ! The hustle and bustle is palpable. There we go. Among the traveling merchant stalls. Sorry. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces look expensive, but maybe it might be worthwhile. Lady Joanna and I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewelry. She hesitates slightly and she leans in for a closer look. So we can get bejeweled. Utility, stress gain, and attraction. No, let's not do that. That was not worth trying to pronounce that word. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. So let's jump in here for a battle, shall we? We have 911 soldiers. And our captain was maimed by an enemy soldier. Nialia will never be the same again, unfortunately. Yeah, we gotta take their holding because we're starting to lose a war score here. Argos. Look at the shoulders on this guy. He is one-legged. If I was to banish him, I get 3 gold. Sure, let's do that. And this guy will demand conversion and recruit him. He is a one-legged albino, and he is exactly what my court needs. Arrange a marriage. So, my niece, this is going to get us a really crappy marriage. Again, let's look for the best option for our niece here in terms of prowess. We've got Geras here, who is 30 prowess, so let's marry him to her instead. And that gets us another fantastic fighter, hopefully. Yeah, we'll force him to fight. And now we have 3 really, really good knights that will help us hopefully win or turn battles in our favor. Plunder at sea. During the latest council meeting, both Orlantia and Gesane have expressed concern over the increasingly frequent attacks on my trading ships. Though both agree pirates must be dealt with, they cannot reach a consensus on how to do so. So we can get extra taxes. Yeah, let's go with that. The patrol successfully keep the pirates away. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. And we are winning these battles pretty easily here. Now we just gotta stay here in siege. Faction created against me. Search for knowledge. My suffragan bishop Delana approached me with a pile of books and arms. I've noticed your thirst for knowledge, my liege, especially your recent ventures into the matters of intrigue. Perhaps these might be of interest to you. I could get useful insights and I could upgrade my learning. Or every courtier will gain opinion of me. The courtier opinion is worth way more than that to me. And I'm actually going to get this guy to work on the domestic affairs right now. Anybody that we could replace here? Yeah, my brother-in-law. Boom. Okay. Is this a neutral army? Okay, that's interesting. Ally army. And I think we've defeated their... Yeah, they only have 153 soldiers now. 80 in dread. Track the merchant here. Popular opinion will go down. I mean, I'm a torturer. Let's absolutely do that. We got some prestige, but enemy combatants captured. Hang on, what happened there? Alistair, who's a good fighter. We've just been recruiting knights here in this episode, which has been fantastic. And children of my dynasty, we have my daughter-in-law has given birth to 2 daughters. We have Narha and Alora. Let's just see. Oh, they're twins, obviously. That makes sense. And one of them is pretty. The other one isn't. Okay, we have successfully won the battle, but our chances of getting a hook have substantially decreased. Let's get this guy to support schemes. Maybe that will increase that. I will have a look here just to see if we can get some money. Like if I was to ransom this person, I can get 50 gold. I am going to take that. I can get a hook here. Eulo, this guy is decent steward. My conversion. Recruit. Let's just do that. We're going to take the gold first. Hopefully we don't lose a war score for that gold. Okay, we got 50 gold. We can still take the county. Let's absolutely do that. And that gets us closer to forming the duchy, actually. I think now we should have enough. We look at the duchy title. We just need 125 gold. So we need 4 more gold. We are above our domain limit, so we're going to keep that for now. And I mean, we just got to wait to form the duchy. Just got to wait. In the meantime, is everybody doing something that could help us? Like this lady's terrible. We could assign our courtier here instead, and we can get extra domain taxes. Actually, would be great because that will help us get to our goal a little bit quicker. And I think it would be cool to make this. I mean, pink seems to be our color, or like a purpley sort of color. Let's do that so we can see it a little bit better. Gel fold. now we should be able to, well, we'll take a swift execution option, which helps us murder people, and we will establish the High Lordship of Gelmark. And again, we will make that match our hair color. And we're now a Mighty Lord. We are above our domain limit, so we will get this lady to change to that. And we are 4 out of 4 currently. We've started off the campaign pretty well. We're the torturer in pink. Yeah, it's been an interesting start. We have too few concubines. Let's see who we like as a concubine here. Let's maybe do infertile. Well, actually, let's have a look. Succession is oldest child inherits. Well, it doesn't matter if they're fertile or not. Sure, let's just take one. Let's do some of all skills. Let's maybe take our prisoner here. Yeah, let's do that. And as we capture people, maybe we'll get better concubines and our courtier. So that fixes that in terms of our prestige debuff. And the most feared in Essos needs a worthy successor. And then we will seek the worthy successor. Folks, that is where we're going to leave it for episode 1 of A Game of Thrones in Essos. Essos campaign. So we're starting off here trying to establish the kingdom in the north, eventually take over Pentos, and who knows, maybe rule all of Essos at some stage. Hopefully you enjoyed episode 1. If you did, consider leaving a like. It really does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you're excited for this, and maybe you're starting off your campaign, I'm eager to hear who you're starting off with and what you'd like to achieve. Hop it below. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.